Another day, another Savers trip. Honestly, not that much to pick up. DVDs are something I don't normally pick up, but I'm starting to just so I can make a little bit more money when I go to thrift stores and don't find any video games. These two are for me, but Gold Rush is worth about 10, Mayberry RFD is worth about 20, 22, and Departure is like 10. And Sims 2 was the only game that was worth it for the $2 I got for it. Hopefully we get some more stuff. I went out today and didn't find anything. So this was all on Tuesday, and hopefully I can find something on OfferUp or something like that. Just paid $45 for a very, very clean AGS 101 model with the charger and Mario Kart and Pirates of the Caribbean game. $45 is really good.
I have to check because we are from France
Oh, okay.
and I don't want you to. This one's new. This one's in French. This French. Oh, and that's French. So.
PAL Wii games. Pretty interesting. Star Wars Battlefield 2 and Sly 3, which I don't have. On top of that, has Battlefield 1 in it, or Battlefront 1. That's really awesome. Someone apparently bought their game, but didn't buy these two? Weird. Alrighty, it's been a couple days since I filmed all that stuff for garage sales. Honestly, I feel bad about it, but I was exhausted and had to go through the weekend, so I'm gonna have to show you all this stuff now. So I do pick up other things other than video games, as you guys have seen before, so there's a little bit more DVDs and various other things mixed in here, but it's primarily video games I always pick up. So we can get started. This was an OfferUp deal. This one right here wasn't a garage sale. It was the day before, so I figured I'd put it in. Mario Kart Super Circuit, Pirates of the Caribbean, and a very clean Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP 101 model, and really good resale. And it cost me $45, but I'll make back my money with this and then keep the Pirates of the Caribbean game, because why not? This was a little bit disappointing. $1 for Battalion Wars, but it has the Game Boy player case. They never figured out where it was, so I got kind of burnt on that, but it's okay. Asked this lady for games, and she was French, and she pulled out some PAL Wii games. I went down the list, and she said, no video games. Oh, you said Wii? Let's go Wii. And Video Game Brothers always ask, what are people thinking whenever you're listing off games? Typically, either people think really old or really new. And so always saying the different systems is always perfect, and I'm pretty sure they actually know why the real reason is. But pretty cool to get these. I don't really pick these up unless they're cheap, but they were $3, so not too bad. $1 for this, or 25 cents for these CDs. Final Cut Express 4, Studio XPS, and Let's Ride Champions collection. All of this stuff was free, and then this stuff was $1 each. These two were $3, Sly Cooper 3, which I've never seen before, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 with Star Wars Battlefront 1 in it, so that's really awesome. Doctor Strange, because it's a Marvel movie, it got crushed in the bag, but it's okay. And then Gundam Force, unfortunately, it's a little bit, inside the ring, it's a little bit cracked up. Nothing on the actual disc, but not sure if I can resell it or not. Maybe watch it. And those are the smaller finds. We can get to the slightly bigger finds here. This was at Savers. I didn't get my discount on that day because it was Saturday, but it was on the way back, so might as well. Far Cry 4 Limited Edition, Far Cry Primal, a game, Call of Duty Black Ops with no game in it, so I just got the case for free. Michael Jackson The Experience, pretty good pickup. John Carter, Jeff Beck performing this week. Zombieland because I really liked the movie, and Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. So not bad. This was a pretty good one. Case only Rhythm Heaven. Unfortunately, I find these way too often. Just the cases for DS games, but it's always good to have spare DS cases. Jumpstart, Pet Rescue, The Sims 3 for $1 each, and then this right here, initially they had $15 on it. Typically I don't go so low, but I offered $5 and she took it. It was at the end of the day, so I figured I might as well ask. First sale of the day, had this tote full of tote full of DVDs. Didn't pick up too many of them. There were 2 for $1. Really should have just picked up the entire bin, but I've not really gotten too into picking up DVDs yet. But 310 to Yuma, The Fighter, Nothing Too Special, Family Guy Season 1 and 2, and then Smash Brothers Brawl. Also in there was a steelbook case for The Big Lebowski, and I sold that already for $15. So this was a sale, not too bad. Regular old non-graphing calculator and SpongeBob SquarePants plug and play for $7. Not too shabby, honestly. One of the last sales of the day was NBA 2K19, Far Cry Primal, another European edition, Hulk vs. Drawn to Life SpongeBob SquarePants, Ben 10 Alien Force, Bakugan and Bakugan. Nothing too special, but $10 wasn't too bad for them. And then I get to keep all the DS games. One of the first sales of the day, which is really, really good. So Green Lantern, The Rise of the Manhunters, Nintendo Land, Indiana Jones, Staff of Kings, Ghostbusters the video game, Pokken Tournament, Disney Infinity, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, and Mario Kart. And then that was a really good deal for $10 for the games, and then these 2 GameCube controllers were $2.50 each, so got up to be about $15. Pretty good. And the final sale of the day, probably the best stuff. Had to jump cut to get the actual systems, but everything else here was free. Scratch that. It was free until I offered them $20 and they took it. So the story about this was, it was the last sale of the day. I just had bought that Wii and the other 2 games for $7, and I come across these people walking out a big old couch and tables and stuff like that. Apparently their friends wanted their dining room set, and they were renovating their house and purging. And so I asked them, "Hey, are you doing a garage sale?" And they're like, "No, we're just moving some stuff." And they're like, "Okay, that's not a big deal. Do you have any video games by any chance?" And he's like, "Hold on, just 1 second, let me bring it out." And he's like, "What do you want? Like PS3?" And I'm like, "Oh, absolutely anything that you're willing to part with." And so he brings out a tub, and you see it in the clip. It's all of this stuff, for the exception of the Wii U. Games that aren't in there is Dragon Age Inquisition, which I think is in the PS3. This is Diablo, the expansion pack for PC. Nothing too amazing, but this Wii Play, there's Wii Sports in it, so win in my book. And then best games out of all of them are probably Mario and Sonic at the Winter Games, and Wii Sports Resort and Wii Sports, and a couple of pretty good Xbox 360 titles. But he pulls out the Wii U and brings out the pad. He doesn't have any cables for any of this stuff, and he also brings out the controller, and he just gives it all to me. So I felt really bad because he kept bringing stuff out, and his kids kept bringing stuff out. His kid showed me a magic trick and stuff, but I felt bad, so I at least gave him $20 for this. And easily, this is good $150 worth of stuff. So, in all honesty, I got a very, very good deal. The rest of the stuff is really good, but I have to figure out what exactly I'm keeping and what exactly I'm selling. It is very full up there right now. Once I put everything up there, it's very, very full. But yeah, very good day. And I think that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. And if you guys found anything really cool this week, just let me know. Take care.